trying to find a label. Some people are trying to get rid of their label. It's a mess. Most of flawless, round the floor. Hello there. I'm great. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. I'm Ricarro. Ricardo no D. It's where did the D go? I have no idea. But it's great to see you. It's my kind of first oh yeah, news report. Reporting my news. Okay, you news sluts, welcome to SlutNews. So there was a really poignant reason that I actually whoopsies. There's actually a really poignant reason that I actually wanted to do this today, and it's because I got my heart broken while I was like watching a YouTube video of someone watching a YouTube video of someone watching a TikTok of someone else talking. It's just yeah. So, and the person in this video was a trans man, and he was talking about how before he had transitioned, it was really difficult as a biological female, with the dysphoria and with these stereotypes and society and the oppression. It was really heavy, and it was going to be a relief when the transition had happened. But however, after they had transitioned, they got settled with some other kind of reality. They realized once they transitioned to a complete male that there was a lot of solitude, a lot of loneliness, a lot of ego, a lot of alpha males. It's a really disconnected community, and having effects on trans men, which didn't expect to come into this and be a part of they are male, and I never see them trying to get into fake activities that is only supposed to be for men. But it happens a lot with females, male to females. It mostly goes this direction, and I'm not really too sure like what's up with that. It's like really disturbing to me when I see all these young little boys being asked by their mother, like, what gender are you? What gender are you? And then when they say boys, like, that's not what you told me earlier. It's really difficult because they're just really pushing for that kid to be trans, right? And and then if you ever ask someone to define what a woman is, they, take them to court. But when you're calling a little boy and asking him to pick between a boy and a girl, those sentiments don't mean anything. Sentiments? Those words don't mean anything. My sentiments are for the children. Okay. But on a serious note, after transitioning and becoming part of the male community, it's really revealed how burdened we are and how a lot of men are just feeling like trapped in solitude and by themselves. And what really worries me is I see all these sweaters that say bathe in male tears, and then I stop and I wonder, the trans men too? Like, honestly, you want to give trans men more trauma than what they already experienced? The exact opposite of an action, it doesn't make it right. Two wrongs don't make a right. And it was overcorrected and not thought through to a certain point with all the man-hating. Unless, you don't think biological men, biological females or biological men can actually be the sex that they've transitioned to. I'm talking about transsexuals, by the way. Not referring to trans masculine, not referring to trans feminine, not referring to transgenders, transsexuals. Oh, I'm gay. Welcome. I'm gay. I should have said that. I'm also vegetarian. But it was yeah, comment below your opinion. I know we're not doctors or scientists, but we all gotta talk. So if you believe in it, comment below. If you don't, comment below. Hit like and subscribe, please. And it's incredible to me that my perspective has changed like so much on what it means to be a feminist as I was reading, and I don't know what happened. I kind of like skipped all the TERF stuff. I don't know where that came from. I was like, what's a TERF? I didn't bother looking into it. I didn't want any more acronyms. So yeah, so I want the LGBs to be separate from the T2QIA+, because this is a sexual orientation, while these over here are sexual identities and genders, or no, not gender, identities and the other word. I'll get back to. I'll put it in the video. So it's really difficult to aim at who you're trying to target, even when they're men. I have to understand that a lot of transsexual men look all manlier than me. I am a biological male, by the way. Yeah, hold on. So they're stunning, and and they've done a wonderful transition. But they've also joined the era where we're kind of like aiming for men. So it's just, I think everyone should be like a bit more careful with who they perceive the society as. Does that even make sense? Who they perceive are in society and how they operate. Because not every male is I'm gonna say the R word, but this is my first video, so I'm not going to. Or a butthole, or a bad person. There are bad people in every part of the spectrum. And it's unfair to be treated like shit when you haven't done anything wrong and people are just looking for justification based on anger and mischief, and that is misandry. Misandry is, the expressed hatred of men, such as misogyny is an expression of hating women. So the exact opposite of what had happened, or with whatever the overlords are pulling right now, isn't the correct answer. Like, we shouldn't be fighting each other. But right now, everyone seems to be trying to find a label. Some people are trying to get rid of their label. It's a mess. But I'm watching it all, like, it's really tough because I list down the things that have changed since like 2010, and they've always been that way even before 2010, but like they're even more like they're thrown out these days. I'm not gonna say by who, I'm not gonna say by which group, I'm not gonna point fingers. But there is this thing where people have the rhetoric that white people cannot, you cannot be racist against white people, and also you can't be sexist against men, but also all women are women. And I was watching a lot of the Pride stuff, the Pride Parade. I honestly never go to the Pride Parades. I'm really comfortable in my room. I still support though, but wait till my next point. And the Pride Parades, I see now so many just naked men. You get the odd like female with the boobs out, but sorry. Okay, we have the boobs out, but you see men with their dicks, soft erections, everything, and it's just so gross because there's so many children around, and people say you shouldn't take your children to these things, or is it you shouldn't take your children to a something to celebrate Pride, or Pride is getting a bit isn't Pride anymore. It's a fetish. It's fetishized. It isn't what we stood for in the beginning, and I don't think we're fighting for the right to be in public naked, because I don't think straight people are doing that. So I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but I just want to preach love and joy, and I want everyone to be happy and not hurt each other, but that's in a perfect world. And we're not even gonna bring up the all the wars happening. I found myself missing 2010 these days. Actually, I'm so much more comfortable on camera now. Okay, this is okay, cool. But it's just that I never wanted to remove the T2QI plus A plus from the LGBs, but we're being blamed along with a lot of the things that transgender people are doing, and even transsexuals are being pulled into that also. So I know for the LGBs it's easy just to say, okay, let's just chop it off and let's take our way and then let's have the transsexuals figure it out. And people are afraid of words like transvestite, transsexual. Those are the like two things for that moment. But words have power, and they only affect you as much as you let them. They only are as degrading, and you only feel them as much as you let them in. So when you hear words, take them and twist them. Make them into something resistant, resilient. Be proud of who you are. When someone uses the N-word, Jay-Z turns it around, and then with the A, and he quite literally grew an entire generation of men who never had fathers, who had bad fathers, who single parents. But even the white guys, wait, like they shouldn't be saying it, but I'm sure they're out there in the rap songs, and even just probably up in White Castle. Anyway. But what I'm trying to get across is, don't let the haters get to you. You're special. You deserve happiness. And you deserve happiness, and you're going to find it. Just believe in yourself, and remember, taking from someone else doesn't build you up. Making other people more down will not lift you up. You have to find the inner strength to boost yourself. And that was all for today on SlutNews. So this has been Rickquirements, and thank you, new sluts. Until next time.